Hello world, Shelly here, and it's time for your Friday Foundation Fix, where you can get your fix of foundation reviews in between foundation fests. And today we're going to get a little bit of Korean skin therapy, courtesy of Erborian. They are based in Paris and Seoul, South Korea, and this is a CC cream that we are going to check out today, the CC Cream High Definition Radiance Face Cream Skin Perfector. Who doesn't love a good light BB CC cream for summertime? This retails for $44. You get 1.5 fluid ounces of product. So if you are comparing apples to apples, that's just over $29 an ounce. So this is pretty reasonably priced for a prestige product for the amount that you get. It's currently getting 4.1 out of 5 stars on Sephora's website with 537 reviews. Comes in 3 different shades, but the idea behind it is that there are white pigments that transform to match your skin tone in this product. So you've got 3 to start from that get you in the ballpark. I've got the lightest shade, Clair, which is for fair skin tones. This is described as a high-tech, low-maintenance CC cream with white pigments that transform to match your skin tone when blended for a radiant complexion. Light coverage, radiant finish, normal dry combo, and oily skin. And we get SPF 25. It is a combination chemical and mineral sunscreen. No phthalates, that isn't even a word. No sulfites, no SLS, SLES, no parabens, no phthalates. Color correcting cream enhances natural radiance, blurs the appearance of pores and imperfections, and evens out skin tone for a flawless looking complexion with light coverage. Centella asiatica helps hydrate and protect, while broad spectrum SPF helps protect from UVA and UVB rays. So that is what we are starting out with. I'm always slightly leery of color matching products because they very rarely seem to work on fair skin. They usually seem to color themselves orange. We will see how that goes. Let's take a look at this CC cream swatched against a few other creams and foundations in my collection. Let's swatch. First up is today's CC cream, the Erborian CC Crème. Of course, it's a color matching product, so it is attempting to match my skin tone. I think it got the undertone right, maybe a smidge too dark. The second swatch is the Hourglass Illusion Skin Tint, and that is in shade Vanilla. Third up, I've got the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue in shade Opal 01. Fourth is the It Cosmetics CC Plus in shade Fair. And last, I've got the Thrive Cosmetics Buildable Blur in shade Fairlight. I've already cleansed, moisturized, and sunscreened my face. I am not wearing primer. I've already cleansed, moisturized, and sunscreened my face. I've got a 44-year-old mug happening here. Sun damage, some deeper smile lines, forehead lines. I have large pores on my cheeks, some texture between my eyebrows. They recommend priming with their glowy primer, their glow cream, and I don't have that. So I have primed with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. And look at me glow like a friggin' disco ball. So let's check out the Erborian CC cream. We have a screw off top. They recommend using a pea-sized amount and your fingertips to apply. So we will go that route. Does that look like a pea? Comes out of the tube white. Let's see what happens. Okay. This is very interesting. I would say for the most part, it is changing color nicely. It's not getting super dark. Be careful along your hairline, around your eyebrows, any place where you might have an accidental tendency to leave just a little extra product behind, because anything that's not fully blended out does get a lot darker than it should. but as long as you're careful, so far it seems like nothing has really turned orange. I've just got a smidge left that I would like to try to get a little more coverage. This is very light coverage, I would say, because I still feel like I have a little bit of redness coming through. I wonder if we can build this up just the tiniest bit. I'm just going to put a little boop right on there. I think you can build just a little bit. That looks, I think, quite nice. It is a glowy complexion. It is a nice sort of glowy sheen. It feels quite tacky. I'm going to give it a few minutes. We'll see if I end up having to set it down, but so far I think it looks nice. It is probably a smidge too dark compared to my chest. We'll see if that's really noticeable in daylight or not. Let's check the time. 1:50 p.m. I'm gonna go put the rest of my face on. I'll be right back. So far, so good. No trouble with concealer blending into the CC Crème. I'm wearing the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer in the shade Chicory, and that went fine. I did end up having to set this very lightly with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish because it just stayed really tacky, and I didn't want to try to blend powder over it. Speaking of, my face is the Benefit Cheek Leaders palette. I used the Dallas shade for bronzer, the Dandelion blush, and the Tinkle highlight. So pretty. On my eyes, I've got the Viseart Petite Pro 3 and the other Viseart palette that I caved in purchased. This is the, what is it? Something about Paris. Paris Nudes 06. On the eyeballs, I am trying for the first time the Urban Decay Big Fatty Mascara, and I really like it. It's a very wispy look, which I think goes nicely with this sort of ethereal kind of eyeshadow. Not the look I was expecting based on the name of this, but you know, everyone just wants to make names about drugs and sex these days. It has nothing to do with what the product looks like on your face. So that is happening. My lower mascara is my new beloved Double Wear Zero Smudge. It does not move. It is amazing. And lip is buxom. Their glosses are so good. This is French Martini. And that is where we're starting out. So far, so good. I even have some peeling skin going on that this is doing a really good job to camouflage. It's not really clinging to it. It's not really making it look worse. So I'm a happy camper thus far. I'll come back in a little bit with a daylight check-in, and I'll be back tonight with my final thoughts. Hey guys, let's get a little out and about. Daylight check-in in. We have a little bit of sunlight. I'm going to try not to blind myself, but out in daylight it's really obvious how dark this shade is. It's not really oxidizing orange, which is good, but it's way too dark. Way too dark. Way too dark. It's still a little bit tacky even though I set it, and I'm feeling a little bit dry at this point in the day, about 4.5 hours in right now, so that is kind of where we're at. Let me get some sunlight. Let's see if I can do this without shadow. There we go. So there you have it. Little trip to Aldi. I'll be back tonight with my final thoughts. Hey guys, as you may know, I pre-filmed all of these videos and I am editing them and posting them in Ireland right now. I'm in County Mayo at the moment at Daffy Resort, and unfortunately I lost the last piece of the footage for the Erborian review. I cannot find it anywhere, so I don't have the tail end of the evening check-in. I can tell you what happened. I figured it'd be better to at least post what I had because you guys have been asking for this one. And when I get home, if I can find it, I will redo this video and put it up in its entirety. But the Erborian wore very well, but unfortunately it got darker and it was just, it's unwearable in the level of darkness. I would have to try it, you know, if I did some self-tanning, maybe it would match better, but I did not have any luck with the shade, unfortunately. So it was way too dark for me. It did wear nicely, it degraded gracefully. It got very dewy, so if you're not into a very dewy look, it was very dewy by the end of the day, but it was way, way, way too dark. If you're any more pale than I am, you know, it was too dark for me even. It was what I would say mid-range light in terms of its tone, so that didn't really work very well for me. So if I had to give a grade to the Erborian for fair skin and dry skin, I would go D. It was slightly drying, did not work in terms of a shade match. Otherwise, it was wearable, but I will never reach for something that is that far off of a shade match for me. So that was my experience with it. Let me give you some of what's behind me. Beautiful place, beautiful place. Heading to Galway in a few days. I will be there for 4 weeks and then I'll be home. We're about a third of the way through this trip, so I will see you guys in the comments. I apologize for the mess up on moving all this footage around and getting it to Ireland with me. I clearly either deleted it off my memory card or left it at home, but as always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. Come back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time for new videos. Let me know in the comments what foundations you would like to see me review next. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.